at the end of the day, I missed. It is what it is. I can't change it. I can't go back and do anything about it, but I can go make the next one. So I'm going to focus on my process, make sure that the next one I go out there and do the same thing that I would do every time and knock it down the middle.
When you retire in 15 years, are you going to think about that game as for all the good things, or is that one head kick going to stick with that?
Oh, all the good things.
Okay.
I don't focus on did I actually miss in Brazil? You know what I mean? There you go, right? So obviously I'm kidding, but at the same time, it's like, you just got to clear it out. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and I'm going to go on and keep making the next ones.
So what was that feeling like when you went up for that first kick, and then to see you go through the uprights? Can you kind of walk us through the emotions there?
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously playing like a 9 o'clock game, we waited all day for the game, and so I was really excited when I got out there, and didn't know how many kicks I was going to get, and ended up hitting I think with the re-kicks, I had 8 total kicks in the game, not counting kickoffs. So that was probably the most kicks I've ever had in a game as far as field goals and kickoffs. So it was a really cool experience that I'm going to learn from and I'm going to grow from, and I'm really excited to get back to work. So.
You sound like you have a good mental approach to all of this. How long did it take you to adapt to that approach, and was that a work in progress, or are you just wired this way?
I'd like to say I'm wired this way, but I did get 6 long years of college, so I got the full go around twice. So no, I feel like I'm wired that way. I think you've got to be wired that way to play this position, and at the end of the day, I'm going to be so much better from that miss than I'm going to be from any of the makes that I made in that game. That miss is going to teach me so much more. Now, do I want to miss again? No. But, if I use that miss to learn, then at the end of the day, I'm going to just continue to grow year by year by year.
How did you learn to embrace that kind of mindset, or is that just what you've done since you started kicking?
Kind of what I've done. You kind of have to, right? If you just get down on yourself, that miss leads to maybe missing the next one or the next one. And then you go down a rabbit hole of I missed and then I keep missing. But at the end of the day, if you miss, the best of all time miss. As far as I can think, there's no kicker that has ever been perfect in the NFL. So you miss, you move on, you make the next one. That's my philosophy on it.
What's the excitement level to kick at Lambeau this weekend?
I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm really, really pumped. There's no words that can really put into fruition on how excited I am to go kick in Lambeau this week.
Have you done any practice kicks out there or no?
I have. The first ever practice I had was in Lambeau when I flew up here, and the next day we had a mock scrimmage, if you will, in Lambeau. So that was my intro to Green Bay, and was a pretty cool intro. So.
Brayden, how are you feeling since you've been here? I guess a little bit more than a week now. Are you feeling more comfortable, settled into just the area, the organization?
Absolutely. You meet some of the guys, you get to know, the guys that you're playing with, and the guys that you're working with every day, and with friends and camaraderie builds confidence, builds trust for me, for them, for everybody. So I just think, as time progresses, it's going to slowly continue to get even better. But it's been great. I love Green Bay. Green Bay is awesome, and I hope I'm here for a long time. So.
You have some Wisconsin ties through your wife. You got a lot of people coming to the game?
I do, yes. A lot of, actually not as much my wife's family. My whole family is going to be here, and some of her family is going to be here for this game. So.
How many tickets did you buy?
8, something like that. Not too many, but also some of my family bought tickets on their own too. So I don't even know the total number of people that are coming, but it's more than usual. So.
What's it like sharing a locker next to Preston?
Awesome. He's great. Yeah, really, really awesome guy. So.
Hey, Brayden, you sold that Did I Miss in Brazil really well, by the way. That was good. Talking about your mentality, it's been interesting to hear you talk about that. I'm curious how you apply that to a situation where the GM said that the new guy is going to have a short leash. He said he's not as patient with the specialists as he should be. Can you apply your I'm not going to get frazzled by stuff even to a situation where you don't really know how much rope you're going to be given around here?
I don't even think about that. At the end of the day, my job is to go out there and make kicks. If I make kicks, my leash can be short as short as he wants it to be. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm not focused on that. I'm really not. I'm just focused on making sure every day that my process is the same and that I can go out and execute on game day. That's all that's going through my head. So I don't really play into what coach says or media says or whatever says, because at the end of the day, my job is to make field goals. So that's all I'm focused on.